Hi, my name is Sherry McTaggart. I teach at Shanley High School in Fargo, North Dakota, and I thought I would use some of the technology I use excuse me, in my class to do my introduction. I've been teaching for 20 years, give or take a few, and have decided in the last, over the summer, to go back and work on my master's, and that's where I'm in my class now. One of the things we were supposed to talk about is how we feel that technology has aided in our advancement or whatever. One of the things that I use quite often is it's our learning management system. It's called PowerSchool or Haiku Learning. I think it's called PowerSchool Learning now. But anyway, this has been a godsend to me. I can put everything on here. I can put on my worksheets. I can put on notes and demonstrations. I can do videos. Goals for the unit, documents, and whatever. I use this in my classrooms on a daily basis. And of course, this as a website would be, we were supposed to talk about how, what is it, a single thought or hundreds of people all putting together. This program is so large, it would have to be hundreds of people that would work on this. It's just absolutely amazing. Another one that we use quite often, well, the screencasting that I'm using right now, I use to put videos up for students who maybe need reinforcement on a lesson, or if they need missed a class or whatever, they can go on to my Haiku page and find their missing notes. Another, and I'm just going to put the new toy out here that we have, is our document cameras. And my new toy that I just have is this little Sphero ball. It's a programmable little robot ball that we can, I'm just going to catch it so it doesn't roll off the table, but you can program it to drive, move, all sorts of fun activities. We're just starting to use that in my class now to do some basic coding. Again, I'm sure it was an innovative idea of one person, but to make it come to fruition had to be multiple people. Let's see what else I don't even remember what else we're supposed to talk about. Other things that I use for my classroom are my own Twitter page account that I can update not only what students are doing in my class, but what's going to be happening or reminders for tests. We have our Remind app that we can use to help people remember to, if they have a test coming up or whatever. Like I said, I use my document camera all the time. I'm also an advisor for what's called Shanley TV. It's a club we have at school where we do live broadcasting of our sporting events. I brought up an example of our broadcast. I just wanted to play just a couple seconds of this.
Critical third down here. Handoff goes to Buckles on the jet sweep. Has some space. Cuts up on the near side. And here goes Haley Buckles off to the races.
You can hear that's some of my students that are working on doing the broadcast for our Shanley TV program. And again, this is something else that I can't imagine all the thought process that went into creating this type of an access for us. I know how much research it took us to just figure out what kind of equipment we wanted to use. I can't even imagine how much it would have been to try to figure out how to put all of this online. So that's a quick version of what I teach and where I'm from, and I am looking forward to coding. This is something I would really like to introduce into my computer applications class, and maybe have my computer applications class bring down into the middle school. We just invested this year in a smart lab, and so they're getting to do a lot of unique things over on the middle school side of our building. And I think that bringing like the Spheros or some other kind of coding programs, having like my students work with them, it's collaborative learning, but it's also a great way for them to get that coding experience at an early level, and maybe it'll entice them to continue looking at that as a field in their future. I look forward to working with all of you, and we'll talk to you later.